The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway on Sunday Night Prime Time. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Great, set. 63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trimmer.
Barkley inside handoff. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. For the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in.
And right away, he lost the football. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
No, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
A gain of 11 yards. It's report. Hey, report. Yo.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Shakes off the side. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did it where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
What ain't it? Hey, what? You at Hey, report. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This will go to Henry out wide. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. Henry again. And he'll get A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. On his loop for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now increases, he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the shotgun, they go for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagle
Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 50 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Boy, shifts past him. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. It's a close game here early on. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
53 yards rushing for him now in the 1st half of this Super Bowl.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg Calcaterra, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It's 2nd down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Jackson from the shotgun. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Henry. And he works free. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Eagles first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Ravens offense back out there. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
No, we changed.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Again, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Jackson going to keep it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
They go play action with Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
No touch. No.
A handoff to Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Big strides. Look at him go. Mark Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass. Help him force that incompletion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hansen. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
13.
Henry up the middle. Tackled there by good Jordan Davis. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown.
Of pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Oh, the turnover, fast kick picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Return. What are you? Sit up. Hey, report. Report.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Second and 6.
The 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Again, it's Henry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the... Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and this picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Luke now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good for him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 more on that one and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides. and you better choose wisely.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. Bateman's got it. And the crossing route here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 40.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson will throw again. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling coming to an okay game.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He's going to lose 17 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea. And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
At the Ravens' 10-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guy.